Yeah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We start with chapter 3, Determinants. First, we have to evaluate the determinant by using formulas. So first of all, is it 1 by 1 matrix, or is it 2 by 2 matrix, or is it a 3 by 3 matrix? So let's say for 1 by 1 matrix, it's simple. Okay, for this example, evaluate the determinant. So what is the determinant? So directly, if you only have one element, so the determinant is directly the element. Okay, so if let's say determinant of 23, so it's 23. Okay, and then for 2 by 2 matrix, okay, if let's say 2 by 2 matrix, you have A, B, C, D, you have 2 by 2, 2 row and 2 column. So determinant is AD minus BC. Okay, I give you a simple example. If let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, so your answer would be 1, D is 4, minus B is 2, and then C is 3. So your answer is 4 minus 6, which is negative 2. Okay, let's do the example for C. 1 AD minus BC. So your answer would be 20. And how about D? 1 times negative 2 minus 0 times negative 3. So your answer would be negative. Okay, now we continue with, if let's say it is a 3 by 3 matrix. So if let's say it's a 3 by 3 matrix, you cannot use the AD minus BC formula, but you have to use the cofactor expansion. So what do you mean by cofactor expansion method? You have to find these two first, which is the minor and also the cofactor. So if let's say you have 3 by 3 matrix, means you have 9 elements. So if let's say you have 9 elements, then your minor, you will also have 9 minor and 9 cofactor. So if let's say it is I is the row and J is the column. Let's say first row, first column means you have to close the first row and close the first column. So you get 1, 0, 2, 4. So it will be here 1, 0, 2, 4. And then this is becomes 2 by 2 matrix. So how do you find determinant of 2 by 2 matrix? Then you use the formula AD minus BC. So you get 1 times 4 is 4 and then minus 0 is. Okay, if let's say you want to find this one, second row, third column. So you just have to close the second row, third column. Okay, so you will have 9 minor. We represent with Mij. I means the row and column. So you have 9 elements, so 9 minor. First row, first column, and then you have second row, first column, and then third row, first column, and then you have first row, second column, and then you have 2, 2, then you have 3, 2, and then you have first, third column, M2, 3, M3, 3. Okay, now, how do you want to find the minor? Okay, if let's say first row, first column means you have to close the first row and then first column. So you will get 1, 0, 2, 4. 1, 0, 2, 4. Still remember how to find the 2 by 2 matrix? So you just have to use AD minus BC, 0, 2. So your answer would be 4 minus 0. So your answer would be 4. Let's say you want to find the second row, third column. So what do you have to do? Is you have to close second row and then third column. So close the second row, third column. So you will get 1, negative 2, negative 2. So your answer is AD minus BC. Always be careful if let's say there is a negative. Always use the bracket. Okay, so you get 2 minus 4. Minus 4 is negative. Okay, how about if let's say you want to find, okay, now if let's say you want to find the first row, second column. So first row, second column. So you get 5, 0, negative 2, 4. So you will get 20. Okay, then you have to find all the minor using the same technique. And then later you can find the cofactor. Yeah, you can pause this video first. Okay, try to find all the minor for each 9 of the minor, and then you can continue with the video. Yeah, thank you for trying. So this will be your final answer. Okay, now we're going to find the cofactor. Also, you will have 9 cofactor. So you just follow whatever answer your minor here. So 20, 12, negative 14, 10, negative 2, negative 3, negative 15, and 11. Okay. So to find the cofactor, you just have to follow the positive negative sign. Negative, positive. It will be alternate positive and negative. So if you can see that the only difference would be at this 4 element. So for C negative 2, so C negative 2, C first row second column would be negative, and then your negative would be here positive, and this would be positive, and then this one will also be positive. So what is your cofactor? So your cofactor would be 4, 14, negative 3, negative 20, 10, 15, 12, 2, and 11. Okay, now we continue with the question. Find the determinant of the matrix. Okay, so I transfer the answer that we just found, the minor and cofactor here. So by using cofactor expansion, is actually you multiplied every element with along a certain row or column, and then with the value of the cofactor you add the product. Okay, this is how you find the determinant by using the cofactor expansion. Okay, this one is not complicated. Okay, let's do this together. Find the determinant of 1, negative 2, 3, 5, 1, 0, negative 2. As it mentioned here, you have to multiply every element along a certain row or column. So if let's say you have 3 row and 3 column, actually you can use any row, any column. So you have 3 row, 3 column to use. So you can use any row. Okay, if let's say I want to use the first row, okay, you just have to use this, careful with the sign, positive negative sign. Okay, you have positive negative positive, you just have to follow this one. Okay, now if let's say you want to use the first row, so you just take the first row, positive negative positive. Okay, we hold that first. Okay, first we get the element first. Okay, if let's say 1, negative 2, and then you have 3, the element. Okay, and then here you put the minor. If let's say this one first row first column, so this is the minor for first row first column, and this one is for the first row second column, and then okay, just right here M11, M first row second column, and M13. You just have to base on this one because you chose 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1, 3. Okay, you put the minor here. So if let's say first row, first column, just now how do you find the minor? You just have to close the row and column. And then first row, second column, 5, 0, negative 2, 4. And 1, 3 is 5, 1, negative 2, 1. This is 4. Actually, you already have the answer here. So minus 2, 20. And then you have 3. This is the minor. But this one, you have to multiply the cofactor. The cofactor is the positive, negative. The difference is the positive, negative. So remember, this one should be positive, negative, positive. So if let's say negative, negative, now it becomes positive. So your answer is 4 plus 20, 40. This one is plus, so plus 36. So your answer is 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 80. So your determinant is 80. This is determinant if you use along the first row. As I mentioned before, we can use any row or any column to find the determinant. Okay, using the same example, okay, let's find the determinant of the matrix by using the okay, let's say second row. So your second row is 5, 1, 0. So determinant is 5, 1, 0. Okay, this one is the first, the minor for second column. So if let's say you close 5, you will get negative 2, 3, 2, 4. Let's say second row, second column, 1, 3, negative 2, 4. And then if let's say second row, third column, 1, negative 2, negative 2. Since you already have the minor here, so we just continue 0, negative. Okay, you have to multiply the element with the cofactor. Let's say you take the second row, then you have to use negative, positive, negative. So here would be negative, positive, and negative. So 14 times with 5, you will get 70 and then plus 10. So your answer would be 80. Your answer would be this. Okay, let's say I want to use another row or another, let's say we use a column. Okay, let's say we find along the let's say second column, third column. Depends. You can use any one. But okay, along the third column. So if let's say the third column, okay, because this is already a mess, so I just use this one. 3, 0, 3, 0, 4. So okay, I just because we already found the minor, so I just will take here. Okay, but first row, third column, and then we have second row, third column, third row, third column. And then you check the positive, negative, positive. So you have positive, negative, and then positive here. So 3, and then you have negative, 12, and then 0, plus 4, and then you have 11. So 3 times 12 is 36, and then 36 plus 44. So your answer is 80. Okay, now we move on to the next example. Okay, as the previous example, we find all the minors and all the cofactor. Actually, you don't have to find all the minor and cofactor. You just have to find the minor and cofactor for the element, for the row or column that you want to use. Okay, so this is the example. So first you have to determine which row or which column that you want to use. As I mentioned before, the tip says you use a column or row that has a 0 as the element. So if let's say here I want to use the third column. Okay. So the third column you have 3 and then 0 and then 4. Okay. For 3, you just have to close the row and column for 3. So you get 5, 1, negative 2, 2. And then you move on to 0. You close 0, close row and column for 0. So this is the minor, negative 2, negative 2, 2. And then for 4, close 4 column and the row for 4. So 1, negative 2, 1. Okay. The cofactor expansion, you have to multiply with the cofactor. So you just use the positive negative sign, and then because you use the third column, so this one will be positive, negative, and then positive. Okay. And straight away you find the minor. Remember the formula is AD minus BC. Since this is the first example, I will just write it here. Minus 0. Yes, you don't have to find the minor. 1 times 1 minus negative 2 is. So your answer is 10, 12 plus 4, 1 minus 11. So 12 times 3 and then plus 44. So your answer is 8. Now, you don't have to find along a different row or different column. You can just use one row or one column. Okay, we move on to example number 2. For example number 2, okay, determine which row or which column that you want to use. Let's say for this example, I want to use, because there is a 0 at the first and third column and the third row. So let's say, because just now we used the third column, right? So maybe we can try the third row. So third row is 2, negative 4, and 0. So close 2, so you get 1, 5, 3, 1, and then minus 4, you will get negative 2, 5, 4, 1, and then 0 is negative 2, 1, 4, 3. You don't have to write this, it's okay, because after this you will multiply with 0, right? Okay, and then you check the positive negative sign. So you have positive negative positive negative positive negative negative positive negative positive. So you go plus minus and then plus. So 2, 1 minus 15 is negative 14. Minus minus, so it becomes positive, negative 2 minus 20, so you get negative 20. So your answer is 14 to negative 28 minus 88. So your answer is negative 160. Okay, now you can continue you can pause the video first and then try to find your answer for number 3. So for question number 3, the answer is 84. we continue with question number 4 and 5. Okay, you can still use the same technique, which is the cofactor expansion. You multiply the element and then multiply with the cofactor. But if let's say you look carefully, this is actually triangular metric, lower and upper triangular metric. So for triangular, you just have to multiply the diagonal element. So if let's say this one, you will have 5 times 2, so the determinant is 10. Okay, and then you have lower triangular metric. So this is the diagonal element. So you just multiply. So the determinant is negative 12.